Today we get you ready for Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Explore the secret origins of Minecraft.
Take you inside Anime Expo.
And share an amazing LEGO Star Wars trench run.
This is the IGN Show! Welcome to the IGN Show. Today we're talking Minecraft, Star Wars, Overwatch, and Anime Expo.
Speaking of Anime Expo, Miranda, you did something pretty cool at this year's con, didn't you?
Why, yes, I did. I actually got to talk to a few fighting game superfans about what they want in Dragon Ball FighterZ, including their favorite characters and a lot more.
All I want to see is more Frieza, really, but I mean, we already know he's there, so let's check it out.
Frieza's a he? Yeah.
Ever since it was revealed at E3, fighting fans can't wait to get their hands on Dragon Ball FighterZ. Superstar streamers Dino and Afro got hands-on time with the game at Anime Expo. Here's what they're most excited about.
How is this different from the other Dragon Ball FighterZ games?
This is more of like going back to the roots back in the day with like the Budokai series, the burst limits, the infinite war.
I think the technicality of it too is more interesting because in the other Dragon Ball Z games that we had, it was pretty like basic. You know, you got square, 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 triangle, triangle, triangle. You do a lot of cool stuff. With this one, you have to do square, triangle, and a few other things to get the cool feeling like you would back in the day.
What do you think is the best? You put all the good guys on one team and all the bad guys on one team?
For me, I'm all villains. Team villains all day, every day, hashtagging all over.
Yeah, I have to say Team Heroes because Team Gohan's really good. So Team Gohan mixed out with Goku or Vegeta, that's a good combination to me.
Let's go play some Dragon Ball FighterZ. Which of the characters do you think has the coolest set?
Select your fighter!
I was about to say Frieza with confidence, but Cell has that move where he just picks you up and does little things.
Yeah.
I'm Frieza.
I gotta agree. I have to agree with Frieza. Frieza's really cool. When they have the golden form and just everything within that, how can you not choose Frieza?
I think I'd have to go with Boo because he can turn people into a cookie. What characters would you want to see from Dragon Ball in FighterZ?
I want to see Beerus. Give me Beerus.
I mean, we're talking to developers. You can slide me a copy. That would be better.
What's your favorite thing about FighterZ?
It has a really good balance. You have to actually learn to play it. And because of that, like, once you, like, spend some time, you know, mastering everything, you're gonna have some incredible fights. And then, like, imagine this, like, everybody who's probably watching this right now has had that point where you and your friends on the couch playing Dragon Ball, going back and forth, and then you don't talk to each other afterwards because you get mad. This game is gonna bring that back.
For me, it's the look of it. The one thing I love is when you get a new Dragon Ball Z game, it tops the previous one and looks. I don't know how anything's gonna beat the look of this. Like, I played and I saw Team Gohan do the father and son Kamehameha, and like the kid in me was just screaming. Like, it was so beautiful. All right, watch this comeback. Starting now.
Starting now!
Now for real.
What comeback?
Oh yeah, that's good.
How about double?
That was good.
No.
Are you worried?
I'm not worried. I got this. Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wait! That was everybody. No, we're still good. Heroes never die.
That was the first time ever, in my opinion, where Boo was fun to play as.
How am I gonna make a comeback again?
You're not. I'm gonna be real with you. That was my 20%. I might give you 40% right now.
All right, let's go.
Once you go online, you're gonna feel very satisfied when you get those victories. Like, that's the best part about it. How's it taste?
I think I dodged.
Tastes good?
Goku.
You thought.
Oh
Correct.
man!
You thought.
Go away.
Exactly.
Go away.
You're in the mountain right now.
I am.
What did you do?
It wasn't part of the plan.
Minecraft. You've played it. I've played it. Literally, everybody on planet Earth has probably played it. But how did it reach such astronomical heights? Let's take a look. The worldwide phenomenon in the secret origin of Minecraft. Like Pac-Man, Mario, and Tetris, Minecraft belongs on that short, sweet list of video games that even people who don't play games can name. One of those rare creations that defines the medium. But nothing happens on its own. Before it conquered PCs, consoles, and tablets around the globe, Minecraft was one man's idea, inspired by innovative and influential titles, both obvious and unexpected. This is the secret origin of Minecraft. Minecraft was created by Marcus Persson, better known by his online handle Notch, a Swedish game developer who had been making his own small game projects since childhood. Notch spent 4 years working for King, the developer who would later give the world Candy Crush Saga, before quitting in 2009 to work on Minecraft full-time. Notch cited the classic Peter Molyneux game, Dungeon Keeper, as one of Minecraft's primary inspirations. Released in 1997, Dungeon Keeper was a unique blend of real-time strategy, Molyneux-style god game, and a management sim. Unlike most games of its day, Dungeon Keeper casts you as the bad guy, the ruler of a dungeon that is under assault by heroes. The player must build defenses to prevent this, and planning is essential. A slapdash dungeon does nobody any favors. Dungeon Keeper was one of the most prominent examples of a fully functional in-game ecosystem that challenged the player to exploit it to his or her best ability, with success or failure riding entirely on player choice and an understanding of how elements of the game interact with one another. This no doubt sounds familiar to any Minecraft veteran. A direct descendant of Dungeon Keeper is the cult indie hit Dwarf Fortress. Dwarf Fortress is primarily known for two things: its difficulty and its ability to simulate its procedurally generated worlds down to incredibly detailed levels using entirely text character-based graphics. Dwarf Fortress's sprawling freedom, combined with a clearly defined set of rules that govern the world, had a clear influence on Minecraft's similar approach to player agency in a procedurally generated world. This brings us to 2009. You may think you're watching early footage of Minecraft right now, but you'd be wrong. This is Infiniminer, developed by Zach Barth, who you may be more familiar with as the creator of Space Camp. If you trace the lineage of Minecraft and all its imitators back through the years, Infiniminer is the original block-based procedurally generated first-person mining game. Barth released the game on April 29, 2009, intending it to be a multiplayer precious metals mining competition. But very quickly, players became more interested in the open-ended emergent gameplay. Unfortunately, the source code for the game leaked within a month of release, and the subsequent explosion of incompatible mods and malicious variations from hackers caused Barth to abandon the game. However, on May 13, 2009, something very important happened. Notch, under his YouTube account Nizach, posted a video titled Cave Game Tech Test. In the description, he wrote, "This is an early test of an Infiniminer clone I'm working on. This is indeed the first publicly released footage of the game that would one day later be renamed Minecraft Order of the Stone." The Infiniminer influence is no secret, and Notch has openly given credit to it being the genesis of his eventual juggernaut. Minecraft, in a very early state, was released to the public just 4 days later, on May 17, 2009. By the end of the month, players could register an account and post on the newly created official forums. Over the next year, Notch continued to update the game, adding health, multiplayer, dynamic lighting, and the crafting system. Immediately breaking away from Infiniminer's competitive ideas, Notch envisioned a more RPG-oriented game, encouraging players not just to mine resources and tear down, but to build and create. We've got to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll have the conclusion to the secret origins of Minecraft, and later on the show, Alanah and Naomi reveal their secrets for cosplay success. We'll be right back. June 2010 saw the release of Minecraft Alpha. While limited to survival mode, this version of Minecraft is recognizable as the basic core of the game it is today, with crafting and gigantic procedural worlds for players to freely exploit as they see fit. By the end of 2010, Notch had founded the company Mojang to work on Minecraft full-time. The game graduated to Minecraft Beta in December, and shortly afterward marked its millionth sale. 2011 saw exponential growth for the game both in terms of game features, like new enemies, crafting objects, materials, and even a full RPG-style quest complete with a boss, and in sales, as word spread across the internet of the innovative and addicting build-em-up. A mere 5 months after its millionth sale, Minecraft was celebrating its 10 millionth. Minecraft was officially a massive hit. On November 18, 2011, Minecraft was declared feature complete and released as version 1.0. Since those scrappy early days, Minecraft has grown to become a worldwide phenomenon and is one of the first games to be popularized extensively via social media with very little advertising. It's estimated that a full 1/3 of Minecraft's players first heard about the game from YouTube videos. In November 2014, Microsoft purchased Mojang and Minecraft from Notch for a whopping $2.5 billion. The game has been ported to almost every platform imaginable, from consoles to handhelds to tablets to phones. As of February 2017, over 121 million copies have been sold across all platforms, making Minecraft the second best-selling video game of all time, behind only the similarly ubiquitous Tetris. While the game appeals to all ages, children born in the 21st century are arguably more familiar with default player character Steve than any other video game icon. A Minecraft movie is due for release in 2019. Dedicated and endlessly creative players have constructed incredible projects inside the game, including a full replica of the world of Westeros from Game of Thrones, a one-to-one replica of the Battlestar Galactica, a functioning Game Boy Advance that actually plays Pokemon Fire Red, and Denmark. No, seriously, the Danish geodata agency used its topographical data to recreate all of Denmark inside Minecraft. Success in the game industry, while tough to achieve, is not entirely uncommon, but true generation-spanning game changers like Minecraft have only come along a few times in the medium's history. From tiny dwarves and dungeon minions came a game that, in all likelihood, will be enjoyed not just by our children, but our children's children. Not bad for what started as a lone programmer playing with blocks.
We're here at Anime Expo's arcade that is filled with classic games and some new machines like Guitar Hero and DDR. Oh, hey, Will. What's up?
Randy, have you seen this? There's so much going on here. They got Stargate, Magic Sword.
Some classics right up in here. Choose any machine you'd like.
All right, I want that one.
Let's play.
All right, let's do it. Put your quarters in.
Oh, I don't have any quarters. Thought you did.
No, I'm waiting for someone else to put their quarters in. Get you some quarters so we can play.
How are you playing?
I'm not. I'm just waiting for someone to quarter up.
Hey Overwatch fans, I've got a question. Is it really that hard to just stand on the payload? For most people I've played with online, the answer is yes, so pay close attention, because Overwatch lead designer Jeff Kaplan himself is about to drop some knowledge with secrets for the support class.
Alanah was interesting because her internal name was the Alchemist. Originally, when Jeff Goodman designed her, he designed her with the thought that she was this potion-making alchemist who was combining a bunch of different things and coming up with these concoctions, and that's how she was healing people. And I remember thinking to myself, like, oh, why do we have to make her a sniper? And then when Jeff made Alanah a sniping healer, sort of that light bulb went off that, oh, this is it. We can have another sniper that doesn't step on Widowmaker's toes at all and totally fits Anna's backstory. So that came together really nicely. One of the interesting things about Lucio in development was his first ultimate used to slow down time for everybody except Lucio. Your team and the enemy team would go into that slow motion moment, and then Lucio could move around really quickly. And the thought was that, like, he'd slow people down, he'd shoot people over here, he'd boot people off the map, then time would come back again and, you know, they'd be back in it. But sometimes you'd be on Lucio's team and you'd be running back from the spawn room, and then suddenly, like, Lucio ult would be going off and you're like, this is so uncool right now. Like, what are you doing to me? So we got rid of that one. Mercy originally was the name of Pharah. Then we codenamed Pharah Rocket Dude, then Rocket Queen, then Pharah. And Mercy's original name was Angelica. But everyone on our team for the first year of Overwatch, whenever they would say switch to Mercy, they would switch to Pharah instead. Initially, when we first made SYMMETRA, she had to have a teleporter entrance and exit, and you had to build both. And we sort of just questioned that design after a while, because I think players had this theoretical gameplay of building the exit or the entrance in some interesting place, but more often than not, people were missing the entrance. So we just decided to reduce complexity and got rid of the entrance altogether. Originally, when she was concepted, she wore yellow. You know, maybe we'll do a skin of what her original outfit was. ZENYATTA was an original design by a designer named Scott Mercer, and the original design document was just called Cybermonk. I think he was the second healer that we made. I think we made Mercy first and ZENYATTA second. And the idea behind ZENYATTA was that we knew we had very fast-moving characters like Tracer, Genji, Winston, who were moving all over the map and into places maybe Mercy didn't want to go. So the design of ZENYATTA centered around putting those orbs on people and sort of like, you know, giving them a gift and letting them travel on their way. But originally his name was just Cybermonk.
If you enjoyed this video, why not check out more of our Overwatch coverage, like 6 secrets you didn't know about Overwatch's tank class, or Jeff Kaplan reading IGN comments.
Coming up next, we're going to look at some of the most amazing cosplay we've seen this year. They are fantastic. But then, we go to my favorite event, Anime Expo. Speaking of which, you should listen closely because you might recognize Shoutcaster.
I need a sense of me. Oh, ow! Yeah! Do over, time out! Yeah!
Wait, is this go on versus go on?
Go on versus go on. All right, me versus me.
What did I do?
Wait,
you still have a freezer? You still have a freezer?
No, you still have a freezer. Come on. Daddy! All right, I'm back, son. I'm gonna pretend we won.
Oh, we won.
Yeah, let's cut away.
We're the freezer
yeah, we
boss
won!
again.
Yeah!
Welcome back to the IGN Show. We are both cosplayers, and if there's any question that cosplayers get asked all the time, it's where to get started. What's your advice?
Best advice, figure out what kind of person you are. You're very detail-oriented. Are you lazy, or do you just like want to put the weight on someone else to help you do it? So figure out that kind of approach and then plan it out. Figure out a budget too. You don't want to end up spending too much.
And there are loads of tutorials you can find online that will help you with pretty much everything that you want to know. That's how I learned to make armor, which is with a heat gun, and it's just like a yoga mat. It's way more simple and cheap than you would think it would be, but I would have no idea how to do it if I didn't have access to all of that stuff. So
The internet, it's a great tool.
It is a very helpful
Use all the
resource.
knowledge you can get from there.
Also, the cosplay community is really friendly. They'll tell you basically everything you need to know. There's tons of Facebook groups and forums that'll like teach you anything that you would ever want to know. What would be your #1 thing that you would cosplay if you could?
If I could, I've thought about it a long time. It's always in the back of my mind, like someday I'm gonna do this. But Lilu from Fifth Element. Probably the first time I was like, I wanna look like that. The gold pants, you know, the orange jumpsuit that she has, and it's just really a cool look. And I get to have a short hairdo.
Yeah.
Never really had before, so.
Have fun being someone else for a day.
Exactly.
I know what it's all about.
Yeah, so would you say that's like your favorite thing about cosplaying?
I think it's actually in part the people. I love dressing up as a character and having little kids freak out. That is
oh my
one of
god, the
favorite things.
reactions are
Yes,
the best.
that is super fun. But yeah, it's definitely all about having fun. There's no pressure to make everything or buy everything. You can approach it really however you want to, and I think people really need to remember that.
Yeah, just have fun.
Yeah.
Make it the best time ever. All right, so up next we have William, who explores all the amazing things from Anime Expo.
But first, enjoy these Overwatch dances.
Whether you know everything about anime or very little about the culture, you might find something you love at Anime Expo. I went to this year's convention. I had a great time. Check it out.
So I'm getting close to the convention. It's going down today. I'm super excited. What a lot of people don't know is that life is actually a lot like anime. Life is more like anime than you think. I feel comfortable here at this convention. I love Anime Expo. I feel like myself here. Crowds, crowds, crowds. So here is the crowd. I'm gonna try to address them. Hello, Anime Expo. It is me, Pirate King.
They told me don't do that. Okay, all right, that's enough. We can calm down. All right, then, good job.
But I need a really good Instagram photo. Like, I'm talking about a young Daime, a Vegeta. I'm looking for a Cyberman. Let's go find one. dinosaurs that are also robots?
Yes.
How long did it take you to make this cosplay?
Oh God, it was like over 150.
This was your life, huh?
Yeah, I'm a shell of my former self.
I see a Vegeta. I need to get a photo with that Vegeta. Let's go find it. Tomorrow on the IGN Show, we take you inside esports with a special look at the Street Fighter Fight Club.
Well, first rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. But we do also preview Destiny 2, build a Zelda go-kart, and attempt Anime Expo's Dragon Ball Super Puzzle Hunt.
That's it for today's show. Thanks for hanging with us.
Remember, keep it locked to IGN.
Have a great one.